Now for the HTML part, I have already created the files inside the Visual Studio Code. You can see here it is our index.html, this is our style.css, and this one is our script.js file. All of these two files are linked inside my index.html file. With this particular link tag, I have linked my CSS file, and with the use of this script tag, I have linked my script.js file, and all of these files are actually present in the same directory. So that is the reason I have directly specified the name of the files. Now before moving forward, I have also launched the application inside my browser with the use of the Go Live Server extension, and I have opened the final version of the application that we want to build in this entire module. And in the previous video, which is the preview part of this English dictionary application, I have added and show you the links that you need to paste inside the head section of your index.html. So this is the step that we're going to do first here. So this is the website, which is cdnjs.com. So this website, you need to just simply search cdnjs.com and you will get this particular first link. So simply click on that particular first link and you will end up with this particular web page. So you just need to simply copy this copy link tag, this middle one. You just need to click on that and you can see it's actually copied into our clipboard. Then you need to come back to your Visual Studio Code inside the index.html. So simply here inside the head tag, you need to simply paste that particular code. Now I'm going to click on view and word wrap so that you can see everything in just only one window. I'm going to control save it. So now we have integrated the font awesome into our project so that we can actually create this particular icon. If I enter here like some word and if I click on search, then this is the icon. You can see this is actually achieved by using this particular link tag. Means if we want to create this icon, we need this Cloudflare CSS, which is the min.css file of the font awesome. So after doing this, we want to specify the HTML elements. So let's get started with it. So first thing is we need to create this heading, then we need an input type, then a button, and then we need the result container. So this is a separate container. So we are going to create here two containers. The first is the main container, and inside of that we need to create the search container and then the result container. So this project is actually divided into two sections. So coming back to the other version of the application, and here inside the index.html, first I'm going to actually create some spaces. Then I'm going to here create the h1 tag, and this is going to be our English dictionary. So I'm going to name it here English dictionary. If I control save it, you can see this will be the output printed onto the browser. So I'm going to just adjust the view of the browser a little bit more. Okay, and after that we need to create the container. So here I'm going to use the container and simply pressing the tab key, which is a short emit plugin. So actually I made a typo. It is like container, and inside of the container we need to place this h1 element because everything will be presented inside the container. All right, so after creating the h1 element, and then I'm going to here wrap this inside the header because this will be act as a header. So I'm going to use here a different approach. You can just simply leave it, or you can use your own approach if you want, if you want to follow along with me. So I'm going to use this particular approach because later on I'm going to style this also. So that is the reason I have used here a different approach for creating this h1 element. All right, so this will be the header for the application. Then we need to create here a search container. So again we need to create here another div. So this will be our search container, and I'm going to press the tab key. Inside of that we need to first create the input type. So this will be our input type. So the type is going to be text because we want to deal with the words. Then we need to specify the ID. So this ID is going to be used for the JavaScript purpose. So input, and then we need to add here some placeholder. So the placeholder text is like enter a word. So this will be the placeholder text used for the input type. Then we want a button also. So here we need to use the button, and the text that I want to display inside the button is this one, which is the button. You can see we get the input type and also the button. Then we need to specify the ID inside this particular button. So it is like search, and it is like btn. So I can just simply name it entirely, which is like button. So this will be the search button. Alright, then after that we need to add here another container, which is the result container. So this will be like result container. Pressing the tab key, and inside of that we need to press the specify the h2 element. So this will be our word title, and this one be, and again we need to add here another code. This will be our division, and this is going to be like id word description, and this will be our division, and inside of that we need to provide the id, and this is going to be like audio container, and inside of that we need to add the button. So this button is for the speak functionality purpose, so this is like audio button. So here we need to specify the id audio button, and then we need to specify the icon. So this will be going to be like I tag, so I'm going to use here I tag, and this is the closing tag. Then we need to specify the class, so this will be the font awesome icon, so fa, and then it is going to be like volume up icon that we want. So you can see here we get this particular button with the icon volume up. All right, so this is what we get with this particular code. So I'm going to here use it this way. Oh, I can just simply do it. Okay, it's actually removed because I have pressed the space. Not like that, it is like this one. Okay, so that is, I think, done everything correctly. Now we also need to add here id also. So id, this will be like result container. So this will be the id for the project, which is result container. Then this is the class. Then we have word title, word description, audio container, and here I have made a typo, which is like audio button, not audio. So yes, everything is done. We have done with all the HTML elements, and these will be like updated with the use of the JavaScript dynamically, because we are going to update it at runtime. All right, so that is for the HTML part for this English dictionary application. In the next part, we're going to start with this CSS part of the project.